Ladies and gentlemen, before we close out tonight's show, we have a big main event for you. The RDW Survival Championship is on the line between 8 individual superstars. Definitely going to be a long and painstaking matchup for these 8 individuals, but it should be a classic one for you guys to watch as the action goes on throughout the night. What a great way to end tonight with an RDW Survival Championship. All 8 of these men have decided to step up for the Survival Championship, and this is Kid Luray's first Survival Championship defense since he won it at Judgment Day. And up first is one half of the RDW World Tag Team Champions, Latino Magic. Last few weeks, Latino Magic hasn't had the best of luck. He hasn't wrestled that much, more so been moral support for his tag team partner T-Dog, who won the whole tournament for the world title to take on PX90 for the World Championship at RDW Refueled. But right here, he's ready to bounce back and hopefully get a victory tonight, winning his first ever RDW Survival Championship. That'd be great to add to his resume, being a Survival Champion and an RDW World Tag Team Champion. Something that him and T-Dog can do. They can both be double champions. And coming up next, we are going through these instances pretty quick, but this is a big matchup, is Jason Anderson. I know last month I did talk really bad about Jason with his previous record, the live action league being so horrible, but my opinion has changed and turned around about Jason Anderson. He has definitely improved over the last few weeks, and tonight he gets another shot at the Survival Championship. He's always the first one to step up in these kind of matches. And another opponent that's coming up to battle for it is Krieger Marjen. This is Krieger Marjen's second time going for the Survival Championship, maybe third time if my memory serves me right. He too lost in the first round of the World Title Tournament, but recently he's gained a strange partnership with Pyromaniac, taking down Brewmaster Swigs and the Survival Champion Kid Luray in tag team action. And also still has that small, uneasy alliance with the Plague and the Regulator. Maybe tonight he can win a title for the first time in RDW. And another opponent is another superstar who always signs up for the Survival Championship matches. He's just exciting superstar to watch. Shaihee. Shaihee has been pretty impressive. His record's still not the best. He's still learning the ropes here and there, but I still believe Shaihee has a bright future in RDW if he keeps up the way he is and goes all the way. He's definitely a championship contender for any title in RDW. I have a lot of faith in Shaihee in this matchup in the future going forward. And another opponent is MORTiCiOUS. MORTiCiOUS hasn't really had the best of luck either the last few weeks. He's coming up for his second ever Survival Championship matchup, and of course his record's kind of been back and forth, coming off a victory against Alpha Potato, but losing to WBK in the second round, the Intercontinental Tournament. But maybe he can redeem that loss and win the Survival Championship, going into RDW Refueled as a champion. Recently, we've been seeing him kind of eye Harvey Beardman the last few weeks, kind of giving him the stink eye. Kind of makes me wonder if he wants to rekindle that feud with Harvey Beardman. It's kind of odd, to say the least, that these two have not really been in the same ring with each other in a very long time. This is probably the first time these two will be in the ring together for the very first time in years. So it'll be really interesting to see how that plays in tonight's matchup. And coming up next is always the foul mood Regulator, who believes he should have been in both tournaments, or either tournament, honestly, but again, him and management have not been on the same side the last few weeks. He always seems to blame management for his record on RDW. It just always seems like his opponent always gets the best of him in matches. I mean, he's very powerful, he's very scary, he's an ominous force in RDW, but something doesn't seem right. The Regulator is not as dominant as he used to be. That's what I've noticed the last few weeks and last month. but maybe we can turn that around tonight with the Survival Championship. This is Regulator's probably first ever Survival title match. It's very strange to see him going for a lower card title. But then again, that also could pertain to his record, since he couldn't go for the Intercontinental or the World title. But we're going to have to wait and see how that turns around tonight. If he wins the Survival Championship and is able to hold on to it and gain more wins in the next few weeks, his tag team partner, Playmaster, has had a little bit better luck. Actually, wait a minute. If I remember right, sorry, my memory is very terrible tonight. Regulator was in the World title tournament, but he lost in the first round to T-Dog. So that's also another reason why to be in a foul mood tonight. And once again, the Regulator's worst enemy, besides Jason Anderson, is RDW's favorite superhero, Harvey Beardman. Again, Harvey Beardman is another impressive superstar we haven't really seen much in the last few weeks. Kind of been taking a step back, letting other talent kind of step forward and show their stuff. But it looks like he's wanting to turn that around and be more involved in the world title picture. But tonight he's going for the Survival Championship. He is a former Survival Champion, so Harvey Beardman can go the distance and win the title. But can he do it tonight against 7 other superstars? And up next is the RDW Survival Champion, Kid Luray. After having a phenomenal tag team debut, did come in a losing effort, but a phenomenal tag team debut with WBK against the current RDW Tag Team Champions, also involving himself in a phenomenal 4-team matchup to decide the RDW Tag Team Championship, and then winning the Survival Championship at the same night of the 4-team matchup at Judgment Day. Kid Luray has been pretty impressive, but something has been going on. He lost in the first round of the Intercontinental title tournament. He kind of has been picking up some losses the last few weeks as well, but Kid Luray is always keeping up in high spirits, and he's definitely a great high-flying, strong superstar. And tonight will definitely be a true test to his willpower, defending his RDW Survival Championship against 7 other men. Some men he's never fought before, some men he has fought in the past. Can he go all the way and defend his title? Or will he fall fate like every other Survival Champion and lose it in the first title defense? Only one superstar has defended the Survival Championship after winning it, and that was Fatty Yogurt, but we were not able to see how that turned out because that was when the Live Action League ended and all titles were dropped at the time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. The action has started, and there is suplexes and slams all over the place. It is very hard to keep track of this 8-man action. Right now, it's just pandemonium. All 8 of these superstars battling to see who will become the Survival Champion. Ladies and gentlemen, this is your main event. This will probably be a very long matchup with all 8 superstars in the ring. The only way you can win this matchup is to pin or submit your opponent in the middle of the ring. Right now, ooh, nice lariat by Kid Luray there, and Regulator just stomping away in Krieger. That shifty alliance between the two of them kind of been going back and forth, and tonight they're definitely not on the same page. Shaihee and Jason Anderson are battling outside the ring. I think Shaihee took a shot from the stairs earlier, but he returned the favor by slamming him head first into the apron there. And now Latino Magic and MORTiCiOUS taking the action outside, taking a suplex by MORTiCiOUS. And now we're down to only Krieger Marjen and Harvey Beardman in the ring. Oh, nope, Shaihee and Jason came to the ring to join the action. There's a lot of battling going out. The only person kind of knocked outside is Kid Luray. He's on the outside trying to regain his composure. Probably the best thing to do in this kind of elimination style match. Let your opponents beat each other down while you sit back and watch them eliminate themselves all the way down to the final opponent. Probably is the best strategy to do there. Kid Luray definitely taking his time before he rushes back into the ring to get back into the action. Going straight after the Regulator, hitting some nice kicks and punches there. And Harvey Beardman and Krieger Marjen are definitely battling it out. Shaihee and Jason are still going one-on-one. Ooh, what a jumping crossbody splash by Latino on the outside on MORTiCiOUS. That was kind of out of nowhere. And now it looks like Krieger gonna drop a knee on the face, and ooh, a super kick by Kid Luray. Just knocking Jason silly. Catching him off guard too with that super kick. That's definitely an... looks like he was trying to go for a spear, but he almost tackles the referee. The referee had to push him aside. That may have cost him the move there, because now Jason's getting back on the offensive. And now Shaihee and Kid Luray. Shaihee with that great athleticism, with the insecurity. Tag teaming with that super kick by Kid Luray. That's a strange pairing there, because both Shaihee and Kid Luray are not really on the same page. They've been having like an ongoing rivalry since the tournament elimination involving WBK and Shaihee. And rumor has it that Shaihee and Jokester will be battling Kid Luray and WBK in a special tag team matchup. Not sure what kind of matchup that will be, but it will be for the number one contendership for the RDW World Tag Team titles. So that'll be a great matchup to look forward to, both the contendership and the tag team title matchup. And now, spine buster by MORTiCiOUS on the Regulator, slamming him hard on the mat there. And now Krieger and Jason renewing the rivalry, but no, Jason turns his attention and he bicycle kicks Shaihee's head clean off, and MORTiCiOUS taking a slam by the Regulator. He pretty much rolling out of the ring, saving himself from elimination there. And Regulator turns his attention to Harvey Beardman. Looks like Jason returns the favor again, slamming Shaihee on the stairs, and a slam! A slam by the Regulator, knocking the wind out of Harvey Beardman. Not sure what's going to be the first elimination, but definitely going to be a tough one to call. And tough one to tell, from the, say the least right now, because there's a lot of action going on. Keep going in and out of the ring. Now Krieger and Regulator are knocked out on the outside. Beardman shifting his attention to the Regulator, going to work, doing some damage to the Regulator. And a gut buster by Kid Luray, doing some damage there to the stomach and gut area of Shaihee. And now Harvey Beardman returning into the ring, trying to get some action back in on the Regulator. Krieger Marjen again pulling a smart move, resting on the outside. And now he grabs the attention of Latino and gets in the ring and locks up with him, but Latino's able to push him off and tackle him with a chop block straight to the knee, and Krieger's back to the outside, or more like on the apron. Harvey Beardman got knocked out to the outside. And now it's just, again, folks, this is just pandemonium. I'm trying to call these moves the best I can, call any of these superstars, but there is so much action going on. It's very difficult to figure out who will be the number one in this matchup to become Survival Champion. And folks, while this match is going on, for those who are new to RDW, I will recall the history of the Survival Championship. The Survival Championship was created back in the fall of 2016 as another title for pretty much a lower card title for any man to go for in the league. And the first ever Survival Champion, it was untelevised, but it came down to Cosmos winning the first ever Survival Championship. Although his first defense was not great, because he did lose the Survival Championship to Harvey Beardman, who also lost it to Fatty Ogre a couple of months after that. There's only been a handful of Survival Champions within the last couple of years, so the Survival Championship is still quite new in RDW. And now tonight we get to build more history on that title, see who will become the next Survival Champion. We got a dragon screw there by Kid Luray in the ring on Shaihee there. And now everyone's starting to pan back into the ring there, doing some more action and just carnage and mayhem all over the place. Beardman catching Krieger Marjen with the knee there. And we got Jason in a front headlock there. And he almost gets clotheslined, but Regulator stops with a punch, and MORTiCiOUS is stuck in a side leg lock there. Can MORTiCiOUS tap out or really break out of the hold? And while that's happening, Jason just gets picked up and thrown by the Regulator. And MORTiCiOUS is able to break out of the hold. Harvey Beardman again throws Krieger Marjen to the outside. And those two are just going at it back and forth on the outside. Now, Latino Magic stuck in a Boston crowd by MORTiCiOUS, and Latino Magic, it's the first to be eliminated from the Survival Championship matchup by MORTiCiOUS. That is a shocker. One half of the tag team champions loses this matchup, and now we are down to 7 men in this matchup. And now MORTiCiOUS has shifted his focus to the current Survival Champion, Kid Luray, going to work on the arm, and now going to work on the legs there. Got him in some weird hold there. And now Shaihee's in trouble. Shaihee's in trouble in that hold. But he's able to get his foot on the rope and he breaks out of a Dragon Sleeper by Regulator. Oh, a back suplex by the Regulator on Jason Anderson to the outside. And another back suplex toss there. The Regulator's now just ragdolling everybody across the ring. And we got Kid Luray knocked out on the outside. MORTiCiOUS joins him on the outside to regain its composure. Shaihee is knocked out on the outside. We only have 4 superstars battling right now. The 3 superstars taking a rest break are definitely being smart in this matchup. And now Jason's stuck in a sleeper hold by the Regulator. Will Jason tap out or will he break out of the hold to survive? Jason is trying to reach for the rope and he gets out with a jawbreaker like stunner out of the sleeper hold. And now Jason going for a double underhook suplex, pulling a move out of Harvey Beardman's moveset there. And now he's pounding the mat, getting ready to go for that RKO. He does, and he hits it on the Regulator. Will the Regulator be eliminated from this matchup? But no, Jason doesn't go for the pin. He goes for the submission. Oh, wait a minute. I'm getting word there that this is a submission-only matchup, so that's why they're not doing any pinfalls. That's my bad, folks. This is a submission-only, like, survival matchup. And now MORTiCiOUS with the forearm there. Side slam on the Regulator there, doing some damage there. As Jason gets knocked to the outside. Now MORTiCiOUS is trying to go for a DDT, but Regulator counters a couple kicks to the gut. And now what's Kid Luray doing? Oh, a body splash in the corner there, and a slam by Regulator, and a DDT by Shaihee there. Definitely a bunch of moves happening back and forth there. Now Jason sitting there at the outside getting a rest break. Probably the best thing to do in this matchup, to say the least. And MORTiCiOUS works his way out of the cross armbar there. Now we're getting another double team move here by Shaihee and Kid Luray. I mean, I guess if you want to put your rivalry aside and take down one opponent, it's the best thing to do. And MORTiCiOUS joins Jason Anderson on the outside, and Jason goes back in the ring. Harvey Beardman's out taking a rest break as well. And now Kid Luray's in trouble with the sleeper hold, and Jason hitting a clothesline on Krieger Marjen. What's Jason about to do? About to run through the crowd and do a suicide dive on the outside, splashing on top of Krieger Marjen, and then a devastating slam by the Regulator on Kid Luray. And there goes the Regulator, get thrown on the outside by Shaihee. And now MORTiCiOUS is now going to face the wrath of Harvey Beardman. Here we go, folks. This might be what we've been waiting for over the last few weeks. MORTiCiOUS has been eyeing Harvey Beardman, giving him the stink eye, and Beardman's going to return the favor with the suplex on the outside on the concrete floor. That padded concrete floor. It might be padded, but it's definitely not make it any more forgiving than it is. It's still painful, folks. And now, ooh, a nice reverse gut wrench there by Kid Luray. Shifting his focus now to the Regulator, taking Shaihee out of the equation for now. And now Kid Luray breaking out of the hold there. Going for another gut wrench suplex, this time on the Regulator. And now Jason and Krieger Marjen are battling up the rampway. A lot of old rivalries in this matchup here. Jason and Krieger, MORTiCiOUS and Harvey Beardman. We got the Regulator and Jason as well as a rivalry, but man, this matchup is full of rivalries right now, definitely. We had an ankle lock attempt on Regulator, but Shaihee comes in and breaks it up to do a slam on Kid Luray. That's very strange. You want to get your opponents eliminated, but I guess he's still mad at Kid Luray for what his partner did. Taking him out there with a little colossal clutch, camel clutch-like move. And again, Krieger going to work on Jason's leg, doing some damage to it. And now MORTiCiOUS has got the Regulator in an ankle lock. First it was Kid Luray, now it's MORTiCiOUS that has the Regulator in an ankle lock. That ankle is getting a lot of damage done to it. Can the Regulator survive out of the ankle lock? And he does, kicking him out of the ankle lock, breaking free of the hold. And now Shaihee's joining the fray with Jason Anderson. Probably want to give him a hand against Krieger Marjen. Now they're just both beating the hell out of Krieger Marjen. Krieger Marjen trying to survive this 2-on-1 assault here. Now Krieger's got a hold of Jason, but no, Shaihee is able to pull him off and doing some more damage to him. While there's a 2-on-1 assault on the outside, Kid Luray's on the outside. Other side of the ring resting. Harvey Beardman's on the outside resting. And we just have MORTiCiOUS and the Regulator battling in the ring. Now the Regulator getting ready to drop a knee on the face and the throat of MORTiCiOUS, cutting the air out of his system there. Now it looks like Krieger and Shaihee are kind of just taking a breather there. Kind of strange for them to do that. Now they're both on the move. It looks like they both shifted their attention to Jason. Kind of short-lived alignment there, but wait a minute, no. He turns attention back to Krieger, and they go in the ring. And Harvey Beardman, I think he broke out of a Boston Crab by MORTiCiOUS, so Harvey Beardman survives. And now the Regulator is getting attacked by Jason Anderson there on the outside. We got a couple nice kicks there by Kid Luray. He gets caught with the fireman's carry by MORTiCiOUS there. And now these two. Oh, wait a minute, now Krieger Marjen's getting ready to get locked in the Boston Crab here. By MORTiCiOUS, will Krieger Marjen survive? And yes, he does. He's able to pull out of the hold. And again, Kid Luray, he's trapped in another sleeper hold by Regulator. And oh man, Jason just got dropped first onto the apron there by, not the apron, the barricade by Harvey Beardman. And oh, but he's able to regain himself by kicking him in the gut and drop kicking him against the apron there, against the LED light. That's gonna do some damage to the back there. And Shaihee taking the Regulator to the outside. There's only been one elimination in this matchup, and that was Latino Magic. That was probably about 10 minutes ago. So it'll probably be a while until we get another elimination in the white noise by Jason Anderson, taking down Harvey Beardman. And now looks like he was going to go for a move on Kid Luray, but Kid Luray is able to worm himself out with a Northern Light suplex there. Oh, Shaihee just slamming the Regulator head first into the steps. And oh, Harvey Beardman over like a side slam there, followed up with the Anaconda Vice. Can Kid Luray survive or tap out? And Kid Luray taps out. Kid Luray is your second elimination in this matchup. There will be a new Survival Champion crowned in this match tonight. Kid Luray put a valiant effort, but he's not able to survive this 8-man hell of a match for sure. And Shaihee just slamming Regulator back first into the barricade there. Regulator's taking a beating from Shaihee there. It's really surprised to see Regulator on the receiving end of a beating by somebody, especially by a guy like the Regulator. And now MORTiCiOUS doing some damage there to Krieger Marjen. Jason Anderson taking a breather on the outside. Now Harvey Beardman turning his attention to MORTiCiOUS, throwing him on the outside, but he changes his mind and goes straight for Krieger Marjen. He too gets thrown to the outside. He's taken out of the equation. And again, Shaihee is still beating the ever-living hell out of the Regulator, but the Regulator trying to get some offense in, but Shaihee is just staying on top of him again. Gut first into the steps, more like his knee gets slammed into the steps as well. And Kid Luray trying to use the rope and the apron there to get up to his feet. A little weird way to get back up to your feet there, but Kid Luray is finally making his way to the back there. And Jason face first onto the apron by MORTiCiOUS there. We are down to 6 individuals, ladies and gentlemen. MORTiCiOUS, Jason Anderson, the Regulator, Shaihee, Harvey Beardman, and Krieger Marjen, and an RKO by Jason Anderson. Getting an RKO pretty much almost out of nowhere on MORTiCiOUS. Oh my god, did you hear that impact? Krieger Marjen just got German suplex straight into the stairs there. I think it was a German suplex. I really caught the tail end of that hold there. And now Jason Anderson's in trouble here. He's trapped in the ankle lock. And oh, wait a minute. Looks like Regulator trying to test his strength there, but he wins it. Shoulder thrusting Shaihee to the corner. And now Jason with the side headlock takedown there, and Shaihee is able to turn the tables, driving a knee to the throat of the Regulator. Harvey Beardman and Krieger Marjen are at it again, just tearing each other apart there. That's also an old rivalry that's being rekindled tonight. Harvey Beardman and Krieger Marjen traded wins at the very start of the Live Action League, so it's great to see an old rivalry kick up again, get some great action. I think Jason was going to go for an ankle lock, but again, it's arm trapped by MORTiCiOUS there. And MORTiCiOUS elbowing the shoulder there, Jason Anderson. He gets clothesline, and Shaihee just gets body slammed onto the apron by Harvey Beardman. That's got to hurt a lot on the spine. And now MORTiCiOUS just pinching and crushing the shoulder of Jason Anderson, clawing him, and Shaihee returns the favor with the body slam on the apron of Harvey Beardman. This is a lot of action in this matchup. There's only 6 men left, and it's still almost hard to call. We got 4 guys battling on the outside. We got Jason and MORTiCiOUS battling in the ring. Jason hit a jumping DDT there. Regulator turned his attention to Krieger Marjen, throwing him into the ring there. Looks like he's trying to join the 2 superstars in the ring, and now we got 4 superstars in the ring. One of them on the apron, and Krieger Marjen with an overhead belly to belly over the top rope back into the ring there, taking MORTiCiOUS to the outside. And now Jason going to work on the leg, but Regulator quickly kicks him off, knowing that hold would do more damage to that ankle that was done on the ankle earlier. And now Jason with a quick headlock punch there, kind of blinding the Regulator with that punch. And now Jason going for a kick there, but Regulator trips him up. I think he's going to go for something here, pulling his head back, and got him in a Cobra clutch. And oh god, that's a devastating hold there by the Regulator. Jason Anderson, hold on, will really tap out. Oh, a spear by MORTiCiOUS there, that right behind them on Harvey Beardman. But Jason survives the hold, and now Harvey Beardman's trapped in a leg lock by MORTiCiOUS. Can Harvey Beardman hold on, or will he tap out? And slam by the Regulator on Jason, and Jason is just completely out of it. He now is getting choked out by the Regulator, bring him back into the matchup. Now Shaihee's resting on the outside. As Regulator takes a back suplex by Krieger Marjen. Now Krieger's got a cross armbar locked in on Jason, and we also have a Boston Crab locked in on Harvey Beardman by MORTiCiOUS. Will MORTiCiOUS eliminate Harvey Beardman? And he does. MORTiCiOUS got his 2nd elimination in this matchup, eliminating Harvey Beardman. We are down to 5 individuals: Shaihee, Krieger Marjen, MORTiCiOUS, Jason Anderson, and the Regulator. Man, this matchup is definitely unpredictable, to say the least, folks. And again, a back suplex by Krieger Marjen and Jason Anderson. These last 5 superstars have got to be worn out and sore in this matchup. I will say, it does suck to be eliminated in these kind of matches, but it's probably a great feeling knowing that you're not getting destroyed anymore like Jason Anderson just was, getting driven headfirst into the apron. It means you're less prone to get an injury. Shaihee slams Krieger on the outside there. And now a dragon suplex by Jason Anderson on the outside on Krieger Marjen. Marjen taking some damage there to the neck there. And Krieger Marjen countering that power slam into a reverse DDT, and Regulator taking Jason in the ring to finish off their story. And no! Jason comes back with the tornado DDT, taking the Regulator down. Folks, this matchup is definitely taking the energy out of me. Like, this matchup is very long. Oh, Jason just doing a little bit of an underhanded tactic there, pulling him off of the apron there. You know, Jason wasn't always the happy-go-lucky guy. Jason was once a grade A level douchebag at one point, so definitely gonna see Jason trying to pull some stunts from back then in this match, especially against a rival like the Regulator. But the Regulator shifting his attention to MORTiCiOUS, but he gets trapped. MORTiCiOUS might lock in the Boston Crab, and he does. And that's at a very high angle there. The Regulator might tap out, and that is a shocker. MORTiCiOUS is able to eliminate the Regulator. That is 3 eliminations for MORTiCiOUS in this matchup, but immediately gets trapped in a crossface there by Jason. Can MORTiCiOUS survive, or will he tap out to the crossface? He's just holding on. He is holding on, and MORTiCiOUS is able to break out. We're already down to 4 superstars left. Shaihee and Jason with the kick to the gut there, and then Krieger on the outside, and then MORTiCiOUS stuck in the middle of the action as well. And Jason trying to go for an RKO, but Shaihee's able to sidestep, throw him on the outside, and Shaihee with a unique like slam there on MORTiCiOUS, taking him down. Now Shaihee's getting pumped up. This far into the match, and Shaihee is getting this pumped up in this matchup. He is probably hitting his 2nd win. Super excited. I am definitely impressed by Shaihee. He has been in a multi-man matchup before, and he's came down to the final 2, and it was for the Survival Championship when we were doing the inaugural matchup. And maybe Shaihee will actually go all the way and win it this time. Looks like Shaihee is getting a little rest break there, but decides to change his mind and go after MORTiCiOUS, but MORTiCiOUS makes him pay for waiting too long. And MORTiCiOUS with the left hand there to the face of Shaihee. And Jason getting stuck in a triangle choke there. Like a triangle hold. The go to plata by Krieger, but Jason picking him up and slamming him onto the mat, breaking out immediately out of the hole. And Jason also catching MORTiCiOUS off guard, the super kick as well. Jason starting to come back in this matchup. And we saw this move earlier, the white noise this time on Krieger Marjen, dropping him on the back of his head. Jason Anderson. Also maybe another superstar might be catching a second win, and Jason going for the side leg lock there, might be doing some damage, but no. Krieger Marjen immediately kicks out of the hold. Now Krieger, another back suplex on Jason Anderson, doing some more damage to the back. And then MORTiCiOUS just knocks Krieger Marjen to the outside, and MORTiCiOUS hitting a second win as well. All four of these superstars are definitely being impressive tonight. MORTiCiOUS paying the price there, taking a shoulder block. Shaihee being the smart one, sitting on the sidelines there, getting a rest break, staying away from the action to regain his composure. Hopefully that somebody will be eliminated out of the matchup so he can be in it a little bit longer. But now, Krieger Marjen and MORTiCiOUS battling in the ring, and Krieger Marjen trying to go for a move there, but MORTiCiOUS breaks out, and MORTiCiOUS again with the Boston Crab. That's gotten him 3 eliminations in this matchup. Will this be number 4 for MORTiCiOUS? And it is. MORTiCiOUS has eliminated half of the field, and he's immediately locked in a bear hug by Shaihee, but he breaks out of the hold as quick as he can because he knows he was in trouble there. But that is 4 eliminations for MORTiCiOUS in this matchup, all with that Boston Crab, sometimes at a high angle variation. MORTiCiOUS has eliminated Latino Magic, Harvey Beardman, the Regulator, and Krieger Marjen, where Harvey Beardman got an elimination with Kid Luray. But MORTiCiOUS is definitely the threat in this matchup, and Alabama slam by Jason Anderson, slamming Shaihee onto his back. And now Jason, like he's trying to size up his opponent there, trying to go for the spear, but he changed his mind. Going for the Impaler DDT by Jason Anderson. And he RKO's MORTiCiOUS on the ground there. And MORTiCiOUS somehow able to get back on his feet right away, grabbing a hold of his opponent.